Ruby's Pancake Panic. A Benny Bear and Ruby Rabbit story. Ruby Rabbit loved pancakes more than anything in the world, especially on Saturdays. That was Pancake Day in Fernwood Forest. She had her own special recipe, carrot cinnamon pancakes with a hint of honey. Every Saturday morning, she'd flip a whole stack and invite her best friend, Benny Bear, to breakfast. This Saturday started like any other. Ruby tied on her apron, opened her recipe book, and began gathering ingredients. Flour check, eggs check, carrots grated and ready. Just as she reached for the honey jar, a loud knock came at the door. Morning, Ruby, Benny called, poking his head in. Smells amazing. Perfect timing, Ruby grinned. But wait, oh no. She turned in a panic. The honey jar is empty. Benny gasped. No honey. No pancakes, Ruby moaned. Honey is the magic ingredient. Without it, the batter just flops. Don't worry, Benny said, ever the problem solver. We'll get more honey. The bees near Clover Meadow always share if we ask nicely. Ruby perked up. Then let's go. Pancakes await. They bundled up and set off through the forest. As they walked, Ruby carried her pancake spatula like a magic wand. At Clover Meadow, they found Queen Buzzle the bee fluttering around a flower patch. Queen Buzzle, Ruby called. We're in a syrupy situation. The Queen buzzed closer. Oh dear, no honey for your pancakes, Ruby nodded. Just one jar if you have extra. Queen Buzzle rubbed her tiny chin. Our honey stores are low this week, but I can give you a riddle, solve it, and the honey is yours. Ruby's ears stood straight. A riddle challenge? We accept. The Queen cleared her throat. I'm golden and sweet, but I'm not a treat. I'm made by a buzz and stored in a beat. I hide in a place where wings love to hum. Find the right flower, and the honey will come. Benny scratched his head. Golden and sweet, made by a buzz. Stored in a beat? Ruby repeated. Maybe that's a beehive shaped like a drum. Or maybe a heart-shaped flower, Benny said. They searched the meadow looking at every flower shape. Finally, Ruby spotted it, a bright yellow bloom shaped like a heart glowing in the sunlight. She gently poked it with her spatula. Sip! The flower opened like a secret door, revealing a tiny golden jar of honey inside. We did it! Ruby cheered. Queen Buzzle buzzed over. Well done, that's our honey blossom, one jar as promised. They thanked her and raced back to Ruby's cottage. The sun was rising higher and their tummies were rumbling louder. Ruby mixed the batter with care. Flour, eggs, carrots, and now the golden honey. She stirred, flipped, and stacked until the plate was piled high with warm, fluffy pancakes. Benny set the table with napkins and berry jam. When they sat down, Ruby took her first bite and sighed. Pancake perfection. Benny took a huge bite and said through a full mouth, worth every riddle. They shared the whole stack, laughing and telling stories about their honey quest. As they cleaned up, Benny asked, what if next week we try blueberry chocolate pancakes? Ruby grinned. Only if there's still honey in them. Just then there was another knock at the door. Queen Buzzle floated in with a tiny cart of honey jars. For emergencies, she said with a wink. Ruby bowed deeply. My pancakes, thank you. From that day on, Ruby always kept an extra jar of honey, just in case of another pancake panic.